On this episode of Canine Corner, it's all about dogs giving. We'll learn some Thanksgiving safety tips for our pups, and we'll stop by Bark for Life in Torrance. Plus, we'll check out an adoption event hosted by a local assemblyman and the ASPCA. And we'll introduce you to this adorable little guy who's looking for a forever home. All this coming up right now on Canine Corner. Hi there, I'm Riannon Trutanich, your host for Canine Corner, the show that your dog will give 2 paws up. Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and Dogsgiving, of course, for our furry friends. So we'll be talking all about giving back with your dog. We'll check out Bark for Life happening here in Torrance, and we'll stop by an adoption event by Assembly Member Al Muratsuchi and the ASPCA. And while we're there, we'll learn about some legislation happening in our state to help shelter pets. Plus, Jean Brusovich from Tranquil Pet will be here to give us some Thanksgiving pet safety tips. But first, let's meet some adorable rescue dogs from Pug Nation Rescue of Los Angeles.
Pug Nation got started about 7 years ago. Some of us volunteered for a previous pug rescue, which kind of went under, and we knew there was a huge void, and there were pugs out there that needed help. So we basically cover Southern California, north of Orange County, east all the way to Palm Springs, north all the way to Bakersfield and the beach cities. So our mission is any pug in need, no matter the age, medical condition, if they're a pug, we will take them. So we scour the shelters, get them out of the shelters. If an owner can't take care of them anymore, we take them in and take care of them. If a stray is found on the street after we try and find the owner, if no one steps forward, we take in the pug. We're fortunate enough to have a facility, so we could take them to our facility, get them vet care, and the whole idea is obviously to get them into good homes. We have a vetting process for the home, so we require an application. We go do a home visit. I think we're unique in that we will adopt out of area. So if you live, let's say in Las Vegas, we could do a Skype or FaceTime house check. Once you're approved, as long as you're willing to either fly the dog in the plane with you or drive them home, you're welcome to come as far as we've had people from Canada, the East Coast. As long as it's a good home and they're able to drive or fly the pug home, we will adopt out of area. We're very easily accessible. We have a Facebook account, Pug Nation. We have a website, a new website will be launching soon. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter. We are out in the community at least once a month, if not 2 times a month, at adoption fairs, community events, trying to get the dogs homes. So we're easy to find, and we also, like I mentioned, we have a facility. We're open from 12 to 4 every day. So if you call and contact us, people are welcome to come by, look at the pugs, fill out an application at our facility. So we make it as easy as possible to come adopt these lovely pugs.
So this is Neville. He's 12 years old. He was a stray from the West LA shelter. He kind of has a special place in my heart, this one. He's so gentle, he's so easygoing, he's very mellow, he's great with other dogs. He does have Addison's disease. So basically what that is it's a condition that affects the stress levels in his cortisol levels. So he is on a daily medication for life, but so easy just to throw in his food and he's good to go. He also has a special foot. His back left foot is a little shorter than the rest of his feet. Our doctor believes that he had some sort of traumatic fracture there, so they had to replace some of the bone and then reseal the foot. So every once in a while he'll hop off of that foot, or like when he's running, that one foot's up, which I think makes him more endearing. But he's super cool. He's very easy, like I said, very gentle, and loves to be where the humans are. So he's a cool little guy. Obviously he's a Popeye pug, so this eye had an ulcer that ruptured, so we had to have that eye removed. And while he was under for that, he also had 23 teeth pulled because his teeth were so rotted. So he's definitely had a lot going on, but he's such a love and happy, and he's easy. So this is Shrek, and this is Fiona, both just over 10 years old. Obviously we're a pug rescue, so every once in a while we'll get a call about a pug at a shelter who has a bonded friend who's not a pug. So obviously this is what happened here. They actually came from the San Bernardino shelter. They were both strays, came in together, very much bonded. We'll catch her cleaning his ears for him. Sometimes in the afternoon when they're snuggling together, he's licking her face, so definitely bonded. She's pretty much in good health being a dachshund. She doesn't really have too many issues. Being older, she's a little slow in the hind end. Shrek does have some hind end weakness, so sometimes if he is walking too fast, he'll trip over himself or just be a little stiff getting up in the morning. But we do have them both on joint supplements, so that's pretty much really all they need as far as that's concerned. Both have some eye drops, but you know, they're both great mellow dogs, get along great with other dogs, and really just this is their favorite thing, is to just be in a lap and be snuggled and loved, and Shrek especially loves to be snuggled in with the humans, so they're a great little duo.
If you are interested in adopting one of the dogs, please contact Pug Nation Rescue of Los Angeles by visiting pugnationla.org or call 310-327-7871. Again, 310-327-7871. So cute. Now it's that time of year again. Bark for Life, of course. Let's check out the event and learn about the businesses who attended, the event organizers, and the teams. Canines and their companions came together at Wilson Park in Torrance for a day of fun and to support a great cause, one step and paw print at a time.
What I always say is if you like Relay for Life, you will really love Bark for Life.
This year's Bark for Life raised over $6,000 for the American Cancer Society. Bark for Life is part of the Torrance Relay for Life and gives people a chance to give back with their canine companion.
Today we're at our Bark for Life. It's an event we started for our dogs because so many people would like to bring their dogs to Relay for Life.
I'm a co-lead.
The event kicked off with opening ceremonies before a survivor's lap around the park. In addition to walking, pups and their parents could participate in different games, including a costume contest and peanut butter eating contest.
Well, Bark for Life is a great event. Gets an opportunity to be outside in our park with like-minded people who like pets and hate cancer. So we're here walking our dogs and meeting other people who have animals and raising some money to fight cancer. It's a great day.
Hounds and their humans got the chance to meet local businesses at the event. They could even get a temporary paint design on their pup from one of the vendors.
So we had a little spray paint action done. We got a nice little kitty cat and a orange skull on him for, you know, the Halloween festivities, and we're just having a blast.
And Bark for Life keeps people coming back year after year to support a great cause and spend a Sunday afternoon with their pup.
It's great. I feel like it just gets better every year. You know, there's always more vendors and more fun things to do, like the spray paint. That's new. Never been here before, so we just love it. It's a great time to join the community with all of our animals.
Our Canine Corner team was the top fundraising team at the event, and that money funds cancer research and programs for patients and their families. The event brings together all those affected by cancer.
I have a sister that is just cancer survivor, so we wanted to come out and support the cause. And then I just thought it'd be a nice time for Addie to meet other dogs and, you know, to socialize her more. So that'd be a great time.
Daisy and Scott Ueda attended Bark for Life for the first time this year with their dog Addison.
I think this is wonderful. And the only way we knew about it was really from your Instagram page. And so just talking about it to my friends who have dogs, and they wish they found out sooner so they could have joined because, you know, they're busy today, but I think this is wonderful.
Dog and people paint tattoos.
Both Bark for Life and Relay for Life, which is happening on April 27th and 28th in 2019, bring people together.
I am a 17-year breast cancer survivor, so I can tell you firsthand, just the community itself having the support is a wonderful thing.
The event not only raises money for cancer research, but also promotes awareness about the work the American Cancer Society does.
The American Cancer Society provides lots of services, rides if you can't, make it to your chemo appointments. You can get a wig if you can't afford a wig. There are a lot of services.
If you would like more information about Bark for Life or Relay for Life in Torrance, please visit relayforlife.org/TorranceCA. So much fun, and a big thank you to everyone who participated and donated to such a great cause. We're going to take a short break, but don't go anywhere. There's much more doggone fun when we come back.
Hi, I'm Shahir Masri, doctoral candidate at the Harvard School of Public Health, here with the Beach Boys to say, you can stop water runoff pollution and help prevent the contamination of our streams, rivers, lakes, and oceans. Pollutants such as fertilizers, pesticides, paints, solvents, oil, animal waste, leaves, trash, plastics, and styrofoam travel by waterways, contaminating our environment and making their way into our bodies. Your handling of these pollutants and advanced street sweeping technology can keep our waters and air clean. Remember, eliminate or dispose of pollutants properly. Even raking and bagging leaves helps. We are all part of this solution for a cleaner and healthier environment. For further information, go to dixonsweeping.com and join me at toxictalks.com.
Welcome back to Canine Corner. I'm your host, Riannon Trutanich. Assemblyman Al Muratsuchi hosted an adoption event with the ASPCA and local shelters. Let's check out the event and learn about what is going on in our state on the legislation side to help shelter pets. It was all about Adopt, Don't Shop at Wilson Park for Assemblyman Muratsuchi's pet adoption event.
We are here partnering with the American Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, with the Carson Animal Shelter, Friends of Torrance Animals, and Lazy Dog Restaurant to find new homes for our dogs and cats.
And some of those attending didn't expect to adopt a dog, but just couldn't help it.
You just adopted a dog. How exciting is this?
Really excited.
So did you guys intend to adopt a dog when you came out?
No.
The adoption fees were covered for the first 25 animals adopted, and Carson Animal Shelter brought the adoptable dogs. Lazy Dog Restaurant provided gift bags for those new pet parents who adopted an animal at the event.
The purpose is really to promote adoption, encourage folks to come out and adopt animals that are in need of a permanent home. Oftentimes our shelters are overfilled, and it's a great way for the assembly member to kind of raise the profile of the shelter and the need for adoptions.
And one family adopted their very first shelter animal at the event.
We weren't really sure how the adoption process worked. So coming here was nice because our hands were held and walked through the process.
And getting awareness out through events like this let people know that shelter animals make great pets.
Torrance, we love our dogs and cats, and so as you know, we've been trying to find new homes. We know that there's so many dogs and cats, especially at the Carson Animal Shelter and other shelters throughout the county, that need homes.
And overcoming misconceptions about shelter animals is a big part of what animal rescue advocates work towards.
I took a tour of the shelters, and they do such a great job of making sure that they're all up on their shots and they're spayed and neutered, and so it's a great service, and they just need homes.
And getting those animals into forever homes is the goal.
The amazing thing about shelter animals is they come in all shapes and sizes. I mean, everything from dogs and cats to rabbits and turtles and everything in between, literally, snakes and guinea pigs and all sorts of things. And so there's something for everyone at the shelter. And the reality is 60,000 animals are taken into the shelters every year, into county shelters. And so there's a lot of animals that are in need of a good home and are hopeful of finding their forever home right now.
And while there still is a lot of work to be done, a victory is around the corner on January 1st, 2019, as pet stores in California will only be able to offer pet adoptions from shelters and rescue organizations.
So the law will actually go into effect next January. So as of now, it's kind of status quo, but it allows the business owners to kind of transition into kind of the new paradigm in which they, instead of selling, bred dogs, they'll, the dogs and cats will come from rescues, and rabbits as well will come from rescues and shelters and that sort of thing. And so it's really a wonderful conduit through which the pet stores who do have a lot of ancillary business that comes from food sales and toys and pet beds and all of those things, to really complement the work that we're doing and trying to increase adoptions and clear our shelters out.
The law is AB 485 and was signed into law by Governor Brown last year, and there is more animal legislation in the works.
I have a bill that is going to help speed up the process for finding new homes for dogs and cats, a pet adoption bill that's being supported by the ASPCA. But beyond that, we're hoping that we continue this type of program.
He's actually been a very big advocate this year for the shelter system in authoring legislation that will really help thousands and thousands of puppies and kittens, and so we're looking forward to that bill.
The purpose of the event was achieved as many people attended the event after receiving information about it in the mail.
I wanted to get a dog, and then in the mail I got the brochure about today, so I told my boys and they were excited, so we came down, and I don't think we planned on necessarily adopting a dog today, but Coda here kind of caught our eye.
And with events like these and new legislation, Assemblyman Merritt Suchi and the ASPCA are helping pets one paw at a time.
Keep in mind your local animal shelter to, if you're thinking about getting a new pet. Again, it's a great place to find new homes for our dogs and cats.
And that is a way we all can help our furry friends. Now, you can't have Dogsgiving without pet safety tips. So Jean Brusovich from Tranquil Pet is here to share some tips to help keep our pets safe on Thanksgiving. Should I keep my dog on the same schedule even during the holidays?
I know with the holidays, we're working later, we're running around doing errands, we're out of routine, which means so are our dogs. And so try and keep them on as much of a routine as possible in terms of, their walking, their exercise. Make sure they have plenty of fresh water.
What Thanksgiving foods should I keep my pet away from?
My tips really revolve around food for the animals at Thanksgiving. Toxic turkey, the skin is very toxic to them, especially with, they do not do well with herbs, onions, onion powder, grapes, and raisins are very toxic to animals. Alcohol, any stuffing, especially if you're using herbs in it, that could be toxic to them. Raw dough, cake batter, those all kinds of things, because they're going to be sniffing everything and maybe pulling something off your counters if you're not watching.
Besides food, what other Thanksgiving kitchen items can be hazardous to my dog?
Be careful of the trash. The aluminum and wax paper get caught in their intestines. The bones can get stuck. If they get hold of the turkey carcass, they can swallow that, maybe get a bone stuck. If you hear them choking and you are able to dislodge the bone, just remember that there still could be a sliver stuck in their throat or their intestines.
What Thanksgiving decor should my dog avoid?
Again, the pumpkins, if you decorate with pumpkins, they're not toxic, but if they swallow a chunk of it, it could get caught in their intestines.
How can I help to keep my pet calm?
Again, make sure that they have some quiet time away from the hustle and bustle of all your visitors coming and going. Some animals like to be around people, some don't. So again, have quiet time in a room, soft music or the television going. Make sure they have plenty of water in there with them.
and just respect their space.
Who do I call if I'm worried that my pet may have ingested a toxin?
If they do, if you panic and you want to call for help or questions about something that they ate or that they threw up, don't call 911. While they're sympathetic, they can't help you. They're not trained in toxicology. Your first step would be to call your vet, call your local emergency hospital. You can also call, there's the ASPCA hotline, and there's also the Pet Poison Helpline. Those are two other ones.
If you would like more information about Tranquil Pet, please visit tranquilpet.com. If you have a question, contact us and we'll be sure to get you the right answer. Call us at 310-618-5762 or email us at caninecorner@torranceca.gov. Be sure to tune in next month. Jean will be back to share some holiday season safety tips for our dogs. Now, if you missed the adoption segment at the beginning of our show, or if you're anything like me and want to see the adorable dogs again, here's your recap. Neville is a 12-year-old pug. He's a super sweet pup. He's very mellow and would love to hang out with his human at home. He gets along with other dogs. He's a friendly pup. He is social but also likes to do his own thing. He would love to be your best friend. Shrek and Fiona are a bonded pair. Shrek is a 10-year-old male pug. Fiona is a 10-year-old female dachshund. Shrek is very playful and enjoys spending time with other dogs. Fiona is the quieter of the two, but is still pretty energetic and very sweet. They are very close and need to be placed in a home together. These pups would love to have a family to call their own. If you are interested in adopting one of the dogs, please contact Pug Nation Rescue of Los Angeles by visiting pugnationla.org or call 310-327-7871. Again, 310-327-7871. If you want even more Canine Corner, or just want to say hello or share an adorable photo of your fur baby with us, we always love to hear from you. Be sure to like our Facebook page and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That's all the time we have today. Thanks for joining us here on Canine Corner. I hope that you and your canine companion have a happy and healthy Dogsgiving. I'm Riannon Trutanich, and we'll see you next time.